just got to ask, what are these teams thinking? I mean, nice is good, but they are in a race for $1 million. Jazz stood aside to let Natalie and Stephanie take first place. And why? Because it was Natalie's birthday. As it is, the Amazing Race is not that challenging. It was harder to compete in the Big Brother house. You needed comp skill, social game, and strategy to carry you throughout without getting affected by your housemates. In the Amazing Race, you need to know how to navigate directions and exercise speed. That's it. What the teams need to quickly recognize is that cheering after each task is a waste of time. Come on, people. Leave the cheering and celebrating until after you secure your spot at the final pit stop. It's kind of hard seeing Jazz and his brother dominate week after week. They not only master every clue, master every task, but they do so far ahead of every other team that it's like they're in the race by themselves. The only other team members that are slightly in a race with Jazz are Natalie and Stephanie, followed by Tucker and Eric, with Joseph and Adam rounding out the top contenders. Jazz wanted to take the heat off of them, and I mean that was a smart move because they did not want to have this week a three-peat and a fast pass under their belt. So they quite literally stood aside, giving up the cash to allow Natalie and Stephanie to take first place in a $2,500 cash prize. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not in the habit of just giving up money. I might give up second place as there's no cash award, but then again, I would not because the end goal is $1 million. The task this week was a stop at the brewery, filling up enough bottles for 2 crates. Slow and steady was the way to go, but Alex was wasting not only time but good beer because he kept pumping too quickly, which filled the bottle with nothing but beer foam, and then he proceeded to empty out the bottles and start over. The second task was pulling a plow through a field to find the next clue. Now that was easy peasy unless you had no upper body strength and no leg strength. And then that led to the hockey rink where a team member had to suit up and sink a puck in the goal. Now, if you're clumsy on the ice and bad at putt-putt golf, you will spend 25 tries like Alex trying not to fall on the ice. And with each strike of the puck missing the goal, Alex's frustration level grew and grew. And then there's the high fives, jumping up and down and cheering once the clue is given. One of the biggest challenge are the directions to each clue as they often get lost and must find someone that speaks English to give them directions. And for many of them, they still got lost. That was Matt's problem this week. He went so far in the wrong direction that all of the other team members had already gone. The sun was setting, and the host of the game was at the last task to let them know that there was no need to even attempt that task because they were eliminated this week. We're now down to 10 team members. I wonder if Hannah and Simone, Izzy and Paige, Kat and Alex, and Kaylin and Taylor can get out of their rut as those teams are consistently in the same place each week. You know what? I do hope the tasks become a bit more challenging, or at least that they throw a few twists in the mix. Well, until next time, it's Paprika out.